Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As I promised in my recently shared video that I'll be doing a separate review for the booster plug, Moton X pipe, as well as my new tires. This video will be about the booster plug experience. I'll be showing the installation as well as my initial impressions. I've already done around 200 kilometers with it. Now if you're in a hurry and you just want to go to the end, I'll save you the time. Booster plug is a winner. It gets a big thumbs up from me, and I'll be detailing the whole installation and everything now, but go and get it. As per instructions, it's just a 5-minute job, even less than that. Now just to show you the packaging, this is how I received it with some cable ties. Now guys, this is the original booster plug that is made and sold by the Danish company, and in India it's only available through Moto Usher. Now it traditionally comes with slightly better packaging than just a plastic bag, and I've already escalated that to Moto Usher, and they have acknowledged that it's an issue with this particular vendor, how they are sending it, and but there's not much they can do, but they're going to escalate it to the vendor as well. As of last week, apparently this company Booster Plug has decided not to ship their products to India because of all the custom issues, as well as a lot of counterfeit products being sold in this country. So if you go to their website or go to Moto Usher, who was selling it in India, you won't be able to find this product now. So your best bet would be go visit another country and then buy it. Let's open it up. Here you go. Installation should be super quick as per the instructions that I've seen on the website, as well as Stuart Fillingham's video on YouTube, which actually encouraged me to try this product. Now guys, installation would be very specific to your bike's make and model, but for the Boni T120 it's quite straightforward. So what I'm gonna do, you have to remove this switch first to reach to your air intake temperature sensor, what is called as AIT sensor, and this is your AIT sensor right here. You press it and it should come out like this. Now all you got to do is take your booster plug and plug this male to this female here, and it goes like this, and this particular switch would go here. And now you have to take this temperature sensor and let's try to push it across. Let's remove the cover first. Now you can put this temperature sensor anywhere, just away from where you'll get a lot of heat of the engine. But what I've heard, the best place for this is actually in the air snorkel here. So I'm gonna push it down here as much as I can. Alright, got it? So I've taken this temperature sensor and I'm gonna put it inside as far as it can go. There you go. Now I'm going to take a couple of cable ties and put the switch back first before I forget it. And I'm gonna tie this to my battery connector. That makes sense. I installed my booster plug yesterday and I took the bike for a very short spin, just around 15 kilometers, and trust me guys, it's very hard to show the impact or any effect on the video, but it feels like a totally different bike. So today I'm going for a bigger ride, around 200 kilometers, and I will be getting the DCAT done as well. But I have to admit guys, so far I'm super impressed with this booster plug. It doesn't feel like the same old jerky bike. I mean, I'm on 4th gear at 60. I wouldn't have imagined to be cruising, you know, at such low speeds, even though this is a high torque bike, but it would always cut off the fuel. Man, this feels like a totally different machine now. I'm in love with it already. I mean, I was in love with this bike before, but man, just love it. This doesn't feel like the same bike at all. I think this is how it should have been from get-go. This is a very famous Sikh temple in Patiala called Dukh Nivaran Sahib. Now earlier in all the traffic I used to dread riding this bike. It was so much jerky and you know there was just a lot of snatchiness and wasn't comfortable at lower RPMs and lower speeds at all. But now, man, I think I've unleashed the beast. I'm on 3rd gear. See, I wouldn't have expected this before the booster plug. So it has made a difference, and a very positive difference. Man. So my initial impressions of the booster plug are positive, and I think that it has made the transition from gear 1, 2 and 3 very smooth. I mean, beyond that it was never an issue anyways, but I think it is amazing. I'm impressed. So guys, I won't bore you with a lot of technical stuff. It's available online as well as on Booster Plug website. The modern day machines are made to run very lean because of environmental restrictions. Now ECU decides how much fuel to send in the system using temperature sensors. And what Booster Plug is doing is actually fooling it to think the temperature is 20 degrees lower than what it actually is, which results in the fuel being 6% richer. But the beauty is it only works in the open circuit, so that means when idling or at lower RPMs or low speeds. Once you throttle it up and attain a high speed, the circuit becomes closed and ECU detects the anomaly and it corrects it. So what does that mean? That means that the engine is not running as lean when it's idling. So that means when it's decelerating and you are picking up at lower speeds, gear 1, 2 and 3, it's getting adequate fuel and making your life and your bike very comfortable. I would only be able to comment on this particular Danish product, but I'm sure even the other similar products available in the market would be able to do the job all right, because it's not a complicated technology at all. Now it will be impacting fuel efficiency by a bit, and I'll be taking a note of it in my long-term review, but I don't think it will be too much. You have to trust me guys, I am in love with this bike again, and this device has only enhanced it. My friend Ranjit, who actually encouraged me to give this booster plug a go, first of all, thank you so much, buddy. You were spot on. I should have invested in this many moons ago, but he asked me to try this on 3rd gear. Just leave the accelerator and see how the bike goes. Now before the booster plug, it would just come to complete stall, and oh my goodness, speed of 30, 3rd gear, still going. Now I have a car at the back, I have to throttle up, but see, it's still pulled from the 3rd gear from 25. Now I'm not saying you should do it obviously, but I'm just saying there's no lugging. I mean, what looked like lugging before, or you know, gear lugging, it was actually just not enough fuel reaching the system. Now that is probably the first Java 42 that I've seen here on the roads. I've seen few in Delhi. Wow, looks nice, man. Looks sexy. Looks like an imitation for sure. I have to say both downshifting and upshifting is so smooth now. I always used to find something very finicky. I mean, this bike has one of the slickest gearbox that I have come across in all the bikes that I have test rode or had in my life. Now, I wouldn't say that I've had all, but you know, you're talking about all the big marquee brands, BMW, Ducati, Harley, and man, the gearbox on this machine is so slick, very precise. But downshifting and upshifting always had that jerk, and especially if you had luggage at the back or pillion, you would feel it. But it is so smooth now, it feels like I'm actually riding an automatic gearbox. This is a common issue everywhere on the internet. Now some people have been able to find a workaround by making sure, you know, the gear to RPM ratio, they're keeping a notch higher than what they are used to on their normal bikes or usual rides. But for me it was always a big miss. This booster plug has transformed my bike. My personal advice would be, go for it. Do it. No questions. So initial impressions are really positive, guys. It is working. It will be better for me to make another video once I've done at least couple of thousand kilometers on it. But the initial 20-30 kilometers, man, what a difference. Huge improvement, huge improvement. If I have to do all the mods in a new order, I would probably pick the booster plug first as the very first accessory. Back to where it all started. This is where I'm going to get new tires and the decat done. If you've been thinking about, or you've been on the fence for the booster plug for your bike, now I can only talk about the Triumph Bonneville T120, but I can tell you it's been a phenomenal transformation, and I expect that to be the case with all the other bikes they make the booster plug for. So if you have been in the same position as me, not enjoying the city riding much on this bike, get the booster plug and it will change your perceptions altogether. It's a big winner from my side. Now I got my booster plug from Moto Usher, and I paid, I think it was 16,000, but I had to pay only 13,000. They had a special going on. So now maybe you won't get the deal. It may cost a little bit more with the import duties and all. Thank you so much for enjoying the last video that I shared. And I appreciate all your feedback and comments. Well, with that, thank you so much for your time, and I appreciate you watching this video. If there's anything in particular you want me to cover in the next video, do let me know. I will be making a video on my X-Pipe experience now. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter under my name Aruj Singla. I will spell that for you, ARUJSINGLA, or Consultant Biker, my pseudonym. Thank you.